All right, so we're at the lot right now, and you can see my Bronco, you can see a Wild Track, and you can see the Badlands. All three of them are right here, side by side by side. But actually, I am not gonna go home in my Bronco. I am gonna go home in this F-150. I'm gonna do a little test drive. I'll show it to you in a second in this lot. So it actually wasn't that white one, it's this one right here. I'm gonna take this home and I am going to attempt to fit it in my garage. We'll see how this goes. All right, I am in the F-150 right now. You can see this gigantic screen, which I think is even bigger if you get the F-150 Lightning, kind of the upgraded version. I have pre-ordered, I'm sorry, I should say reserved a F-150 Lightning Pro, which I believe has this size screen though. It's not the giant iPad that kind of even goes above and below. This seems like it's more than enough to me. This particular model has a 6th seat, but it has like this flat area that you could put a laptop on. Just the usability of this thing is just awesome. It has the grab handle, kind of like the Bronco, right in the right spot. We're gonna go ahead and try to see if I can fit this in my garage. All right, so here's the F-150. I'm gonna do a little 360 view here, so you can kind of see it. A little crazy going from a Maverick to this sort of back to back. It is a giant truck. I mean, you can kind of see, I zoomed out as much as I can, which normally works pretty well with most vehicles. Not with this one though, it's big. Feels comfortable to drive. I'm gonna open the door here so you can kind of see what they've done. You've got the back seat up, and it's a nice, large interior area to put things. Much like the Maverick, a little bit less obvious, but you do see spaces to put bottles and things like that. You see sort of a convertible cup holder or maybe other things holder here as well. All right, you see the AC power here. Lots of noises around here at the Thai restaurant. I'm at Bangkok 96. Other options, F-150 Lightning will have more power outlets than what you see here. It's got a bed liner, very large and wide back. All right, let's just go all the way around so you can kind of see it from the other side. I am not sure that this is going to fit in my garage, but we'll see. I haven't really spent that much time in large trucks like this F-150. It's just unbelievable how much space there is. So I'm gonna this is the split seat. Look at my leg room. I mean, it's like gigantic. There isn't any issue at all with leg room. My feet are a little bit up. That's maybe the only issue. I was actually having some trouble with the Thai food. I'll show you this. There's so much flat space in this, and the Thai food is so vertical. I didn't really have a good spot to put it, so I actually stopped to try to see if I could get the seat down to put the food right here. But this is also another flat spot that it's really not going to work. So we'll see what I do. All right, my test drive Thai food conundrum here. So what I did is I put that middle seat up so you can see what that looks like. It's pretty cool, and that's why you have got that stock shifter as a stock shifter there. So let's see. I think I'm just going to put the Thai food right next to me. I will use this little plastic piece because I just don't want to get anything on it, and we'll see how that goes so it doesn't tip over. All right, so here's the situation. We've got the F-150 here. Oh, okay, I can zoom out. All right, and we're gonna try to get it in this space. I'm probably gonna have to move my bike. Let me see. Probably a few other things here. So I'm gonna just do that right now. And Here's what we're talking about in terms of width. And then my challenge is, you know, dimensionally I could try to figure out if it fits, but it's this brick trim that kind of goes out, or this brick piece of the house that kind of goes out. It has to get around that. So most likely I'm gonna have to go on that grass to make this work. All right, so I took my bike down. I took some of the things that were in front of my Bronco down, took these shelves, you know, really a bunch of things. I'm gonna have to repurpose those if I were to get the F-150. So we'll see what happens here. Here is my charge point charger. It's a 240 volt charger. So if I were to get an F-150 Lightning, this would be the ideal spot for it. Here's that situation with the brick. Now I'm going to attempt to get this vehicle inside. Looks like I've got 6 feet side to side, and I'm gonna probably need every inch. I might even need to move this cabinet, we'll see, right here. So we'll see. I pushed this one in, the mirror in. Probably might need to do it on the other side. We'll see if I make it here. It's very narrow, you can see very little room here. All right, I pulled it in as much as I could. Let's see what happens. All right, so I'm gonna try to get out here. So it looks like we've got about a foot in the front. The wheel is touching. We have a little step here going all the way back. Right now you can see the charger right there. I'd have trouble with this because even just getting out here, I can't really get out. And we are talking about maybe a foot. I need that foot, basically. So it's possible that I could back into this spot, and I may try doing that, but it's going to be a gutsy move on my part to be able to do that. So let's see what happens. I'm going to try. We'll see. Other than that, here's what we're looking at. And that's as far forward as I can take it. Actually, the thing I was worried about initially, that, you know, I have this shelf, which I could remove, but it's really actually not that big of a deal. If I could get a little bit of a diagonal effect, that would help. But I literally cannot get out of this vehicle right now, or I can't get out of this garage right now. There's not enough room in the front, not enough room in the back. So I'm actually gonna just go out the passenger seat here. Actually, you can kind of see that little dip, which is something that you see in F-150s. I believe you see it in the Ranger, but you do not see it in the Maverick. So kind of wish it was there in the Maverick, so there'd be some sort of tie. Well, here I go. I'm getting out on the side, and I'm going to show you the other side of the vehicle in a second. All right, so the moment of truth here. Going in forwards, it's not really fitting, because if you look at it, front wheel already touching. I've got a foot in the front I could play with. I'm gonna try backing it in maybe, but I've got a side entry garage. It's gonna be easy. Or it's gonna be easy. It's gonna be difficult for me to do that. Let's just kind of look on this side. Comes close, but doesn't really get there. Let me also give you a little view of the side. You've got less than a foot here, about a foot here. And as I mentioned earlier, I can get in and out of the door, no problem, but I can't actually get out either through the front or the back. All right, I'll try backing in. Let's see what happens. All right, here's what it looks like. You hear lots of beeping. It's quite intimidating, actually. Especially because I don't really know the back of the truck. So I feel like I got pretty close. Gonna have my wife come out here and help out here, so. All right, I got out of the truck and here's the situation. I actually came really close here to maybe even hitting these bricks. So that's the situation on that side. Much better on this side, actually. So I've got plenty of space. So I'm gonna move the vehicle over a little bit, try one more time, see if I can get it in. I did kind of mess up my grass a little bit. I'll have to do a little project for that. All right, here we go. Here's what I have to work with here. All right, well, I think it may fit. This has some metal here, so I'm gonna have to figure out if I want to do that. Maybe I'll put a piece of rubber there and see if it actually goes, or I'll just stop it. All right, let's try. All right, conclusion here is it would fit, but I just don't want to scratch the bumper there. And in the back, it does fit, but as barely as you can get. Let's see, here's my hand. So we've got 3 inches maybe. So I do think I could probably move it back another 3 inches. With a brand new F-150, I don't want to start taking chances like that. So, so will it fit backing in? My verdict is yes, but a lot of effort, and it is a bit stressful. And don't have tools or bikes in the back there either, so.